What
Thank you.
title?
That moment happened, and I was like, yeah, I'm making this the title of the episode. But
His
anyway,
adventure log title.
yeah, the ones
Up
that
here.
we read, right?
You know what to do with that big fat butt.
Big fat butt. That sent me.
Oh yeah.
Know what to do with that big
With that big fat butt.
But amidst that fight and that distraction, we found out that Sona had been taken from Grandmaster Flash once he died, and was being kept in one of the spires at Castle Ravenloft. So we made a plan to free her by handing Copernicus's revolver, known as Sunshot, over to Strahd so that he can complete his plan and take Sirius's spark. Strahd made a slight miscalculation in the fact that he needed to use a gun that fires suns, which are, they kill him.
Yep.
Those kill vampires.
Yeah, he's dumb.
So they tried to take Sirius's spark. It, in every sense of the word, backfired in a literal sense. He got scorched to death, and as far as we know, everyone is fine because we got Deathme Crow as well.
And the
Nigga thought he was Aizen.
and the first fucking sunrise over Barovia ever.
Well, the
just
blackness of the sky
happened.
kind of just peeled away as if it was like an effect, right?
True. Yeah.
Guys. We did it,
Since
guys.
I know Sana is okay, first thing I'd like to do is pick up my revolver and holster it and check on Sirius.
Sirius is staring at you. He doesn't have eyes, but you can tell.
Hey,
What the fuck?
you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
You're fine now. Sorry about that.
Who are you?
I'm Copernicus. I'm here to rescue you.
Thank you.
I'll
I
help him up.
didn't know people knew who I was. Seems
Big
my songs have been getting around.
No, stupid, I brought you here.
Fortunately, you are being kept here for another reason. I'm sure you know, though.
Yeah, that Strahd fellow. He was going on and on about setting the world back to how it's supposed to be, etc., etc. I wasn't really listening, if I'm
Yeah, that
being
makes sense.
honest.
Part of that is that he wanted to take something from you, though. Something very important. And, well, I couldn't let that happen.
Yeah, that much I understood. Well, thank you for saving me. Am I supposed to pay you or something? Sorry, I'm
No,
short
no.
on cash.
No, it's fine. I was actually wondering, do you have anything you plan to do once we get out of here?
Travel the open road, baby. That's all I ever want to do. Of course, haven't gotten to do much of it ever since I got to fucking Barovia.
Would you like to do it as part of an adventurer's guild?
Adventurers Guild. That sounds nifty. Hell yeah. Though, of course, I'm not much of a fighter. I just strum on my guitar, play a little violin as well. Actually, I can play a lot of instruments. Bit of a
Oh no, that's
bard, if
perfectly
you will.
fine. I was kind of hoping you'd say that actually. You see, I am a captain of a crew, and I was kind of hoping that you would be my musician.
This
Mm.
nigga thinks he's Luffy.
That's what I'm saying. Let's go.
So long as I get to go around and do cool shit, really, I don't care who I'm. So sure, why not? Of course.
By all means.
Currently, I do have business in. Where was it? Where was I supposed to go? Fuck, I've been gone a long time.
Prolux, Kriv, Kusner, Sandtrusk. Do any of those ring a bell?
No. I was. Fuck. I
Elevate?
landed.
Ocean Drone?
No. Fuck. I was. No, yeah, Kusner. I need to get to Kusner.
Really?
Yeah, I've been. What's the word? I've been looking to head over there and play for the auditoriums there as well. I was invited. There we go. Huh. Sorry, my memory's a little fucking shaky.
It's fine. We've all had one hell of a day.
He just flashes
I
back
got
to
you.
Strahd railing his
Hell of a
shit.
day.
I
Had
know,
to
and I'm,
be.
well, I didn't know that, but I'm sorry.
Why are you sorry?
I'll explain it when we're a bit less busy. We need to rescue someone else right now as well.
You guys are doing all kinds of rescuing. Proceed.
And I'm going to. Are there windows or like slits in this spire to look out?
Yes.
I'm gonna like look down and just see. Did Titus leave to go find Devmicro?
Nope.
No.
Oh, okay,
he's
my fault.
he's just in the corner watching you interact with Sunman.
Okay. I'm going to just kind of peep out over the garden and see if there's like anyone at the surface or anything going on outside of the dungeon area.
You see a few like burning at this point corpses of some of the guests, but mostly servants here at Barovia. Though you do see clearly the signs that a lot of people up and like instantly sort of like have clearly gotten away essentially.
And I've
Gotten inside the castle.
given them a bit more of a warning.
But it's a bit of chaos, but overall fairly quiet in Castle Ravenloft because the sun is out. You'd have to
Okay.
guess.
In that case, I will kind of just lead the party, not like, drag them with me, but be like, let's go check on the Demicro situation in the dungeon.
All right.
Our work done here. Of course.
And meanwhile, fucking Mordekainen, what you up to?
I am still keeping a close eye on Devmicro, but assisting Umi unlock these people. And I'm just gonna be asking him questions that I want answers to.
And he will oblige. What can I do
Big
for you?
question. So he told me how to kill Vecna, which is perfect. He told me about the unfortunate circumstances of the wizard. How do I kill Asmodeus? Rather, what is his name? How do I exert control over him?
You can't exert control over Asmodeus. And as far as killing him, I wouldn't recommend it.
That is not what I asked you, is it?
That is not, but that is what I gave you for an answer. He's you don't want to mess with fundamental, you know.
What happens if you do?
You shift the scales, tilt them. Imagine if the entire universe is a dude balancing on some sort of right. You cut one leg off, he's gonna fall, you know. But this time the dude is the universe.
Okay, so you put something underneath to balance it.
Put
Right.
something underneath.
Yes.
The universe doesn't really work like that. Osmodeus is a needed force of the universe. Tragic as that is.
Needed to die. So we have someone replace him.
So you're going to become just as bad as him.
And where do you gather that?
Gather that evil? I mean, do heinous shit, become a devil lord. Stay in hell for a really fucking long time.
Or
Gather power.
keep the hordes of hell at bay and maintain balance within the universe.
To maintain balance, hell needs to not be bay. The balance in hell is the fact that hell is fighting its demons and devils and the whatnot. Usually they shouldn't bother most people. unless you're getting their attention.
Well, simply put, I owe a debt to my predecessor.
To
The-
your ah,
The
you're
ability to,
completing the old Mordenkainen's plan.
indeed,
Interesting.
the items, information that he left behind has suited me, assisted me incredibly strongly upon my journey. And so, I feel, or rather, I know, otherwise how can I call
Well,
myself Mordenkainen?
unfortunately, I cannot give you the true name of Osmodeus. But
And why is that?
universe, more or less, it would be bad for me. The universe would know.
The rules, the rules, the rules. Interesting. The rules. Very interesting, considering I'm the man that just freed you and saved your life. But I digress, you know. You know. I'm sure we'll work out that debt another way. And I sort of like tap it, like very lightly, like slap the back of my hand against his shoulder.
Like I said, I don't work in debts. I'll answer any questions you have, so long as they don't pertain to that specific subject.
Mm.
You
So
want to
where
know
can I find the answer? There's got to be
where-
someone with it.
the book of nefarious deeds, though that's been destroyed by your friend Ummi, had his name in it. I suppose you could trick him into saying it himself. Hmm. Oh, I believe there's currently a devil in hell, Sir Balthazar, that knows his name, and he happens to be very anti-Osmodeus at the moment.
Interesting. You said Sir Balthazar and tricking him. Fair enough, I think I can accomplish one of those. Now,
Sure, you can. Though, of course, part of me hoped you don't, because you'd unravel the fabric of the universe, but
well, it'll unravel
Who
if
am
you
I
sit
to
here
stop
and
you?
read your little books, so I digress. But, my friends are going to come, as you know. And I'm sure they're going to ask you how to bring back Gil, but I'm going to ask you a far more important question. How do I bring back an entire timeline?
how do you bring back an entire timeline? Unfortunately, you can't. What Vecna's done is irrevocable. Not even a god could, as a matter of fact. Not even the Mute King could, as a matter of fact, if he was the type to do anything.
Then, at least do me the kindness of telling me about this cleric so that I can bring my wife back.
Well, what would you like to know about the cleric?
Who they are, where to find them, how the spell works, what they need.
Kind individual.
Doesn't matter. How do I sway their favor?
Uh, hmm. I'm a bit bad at reading people, unfortunately. That's not hard, concrete knowledge, but she is more of an interesting fellow. Her name is Sophie. She is currently, it seems, over oceans.
Over water.
Uh, in transit from one place to another.
You mean on a boat?
No, not on a boat, flying.
How?
Son of a bitch.
It seems she has, with the help of some recently, well, now permanently deceased mind flayers, come to find herself in possessions of one of their flying ships. And she is using it to travel. It seems she wants to kill Vecna as well,
Interesting.
actually. She has a very large gripe with the Soif de Sang, it seems. But, unfortunately, she can only really revive 1, 2 more people, it seems.
1 or 2 more people. So, if the wizard comes here, can you give him the direct coordinates, I suppose, to find her?
I could, but teleport spell wouldn't. My description wouldn't really help you get there, per se, at least not immediately. She is over the Fistian Ocean currently, and she is heading north.
Where will she make landfall and when?
Let me see. And you see him manifest a book and begin looking through his notes.
It's just the DM's notes.
Yeah.
She is heading towards Jala. It is a nation to the north, off the shoulder of Sandrusk. And once she lands there, she is hoping to find a portal into hell currently. You see, I guess Vecna's phylactery was entrusted to Strahd, and Strahd was keeping it in a little zone in hell, it seems, around the 4th. She's heading towards that, hoping to destroy the phylactery, and then Strahd. Or, excuse me, Vecna.
So she has the information.
She has the information, yes.
Then I won't waste time trying to wrest it from you. When will she arrive?
Well, assuming she finds it, she should be...
When will she arrive at Jala?
Jala, she should arrive tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning, fair enough. Okay. Last question that I can think of.
Oh,
Why?
you travel with Titus. Interesting.
Indeed. That is the wizard I speak of.
Excited to see him.
I'm sure you are. Fantastic. Anyway, as I was saying,
Wow.
why did Mariama create this? And I'm going to pull out the Taroka of Souls.
This was one of her main methods of power, essentially. Just another weapon in her toolbox. She had several, really.
Interesting.
Just another item crafted by an adventurer throughout the... As far as why, to hold the souls of various things that she had fought and deemed too annoying over the years.
Great. That's what I figured. Which brings me to my last question. How does one go about sealing a soul in this?
Well, you wouldn't be able to. The item is tied to its creator in that sense.
Fair enough. I guess we simply let the wizard deal with Vecna's soul. Though that could prove, well, chaotic in the end.
It will. You have to destroy the phylactery and Vecna at the same time, and that's very tricky.
At the same time. So how do we destroy... Well, you know what? I'll let him ask. But, I know I said that was my last question. I'll circle back once more. Are you certain that we don't have to destroy the wizard? It would be a shame, but I think, gather, if he gains Vecna's soul, it will be very unfortunate for all of us.
Well, you couldn't destroy the wizard, so you don't really need to worry about it, do you?
You know what? It doesn't matter. You have all the answers. And I give him like a very smug, like, fuck you-esque nod. You've been incredibly helpful. But seriously, you have been helpful. Thank you. I suppose they'll be down here at some point once they finish with Strahd. I'm going to
Hey,
continue
what's going on
freeing
down
these
here?
people.
People down here? Oh, hey.
You're welcome to help or piss off. Doesn't matter to me. Actually,
I will.
you don't work in debts, but I'm keen to keep this one. So,
Well, if you keep the dead, it doesn't matter. I don't.
I digress. I have your face. I have my earring. If I need something, I expect that I should be able to call upon you with no trouble, right?
No, you will have trouble. I don't answer.
Already put you on his block caller list.
It would be. I would hate to have to hunt you down and ask you in person.
Well, that's what you're going to have to do.
Fair enough. I will simply have one of my rogues stay with you.
No, no one will accompany me. I travel alone nowadays. I've taken my students, and
That's fantastic,
whenever
but I wasn't
Titus
asking.
is ready to send another one my way, I'll.
And I've already walked away, and I'm back to unlocking the gates, the doors.
Wait,
and
is he able to just say my old name?
Yes, he is able to say your old name.
No
Busted.
knowledge is lost to him.
Damn, that's wild. Fucking awesome.
based?
Unless he's talking about a different type.
Whoa. I don't know. Okay. Sweet.
Around this time, I imagine the rest of you arrive, or be just a plain-looking man, less. Dark hair, brown skin, dark eyes, and a plain white tunic
The
Very
wizard will.
on his face.
As soon
Very
as I see
old
the party,
man.
I'm going to look up and say, before you waste any time bullshitting, ask him the questions you need. Wizard, he knows the location of where the cleric will make landfall tomorrow morning, but being the heroes that you are, I suggest we help get these people to, well, freedom. And I start handing out lockpicks.
He got completely ignored as the wizard just misty steps to Demicrow and just clasps both hands and just says, "Master, oh, Master, I told you I'd find you."
And it looks like you did. You've done a good job, really. I'm interested in all the progress you've made since we've last seen each other.
Oh, of course, I don't want to waste too much of your time repeating what I'm sure you already know, but I've experienced so much, and it's just so good to see you.
It's good to see you too. And you and your party just stopped someone from ascending. It looks like your little blip problem is over now, huh?
And I guess it all kind of just starts to click for him. I guess so. But I do test something immediately, and I just reach a hand out, grabbing at the space and seeing if I can still open up kind of the time blips.
You attempt to open a time blip, and it doesn't really work, no.
Do I still at least feel like, do I still kind of feel it there to where, like, if down the road I can possibly
Potentially,
or is
given
it
enough
just gone?
arcane stress, but
Okay.
blipping is something you're able to see into the future still, but blipping is not really a part of that. It's almost as if you've become a stable entity in this timeline.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Ah, wow.
Hopes and dreams.
Yeah.
Well, you've grown into a fine specimen.
Thank you, Master. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Strahd really wanted to ask me a couple questions, and wasn't very nice about
That's it. He just captured you to ask questions. He didn't try to big brain and just, you know, he just went for the strong arm.
it. Strahd wanted to know the location of Sirius and whether or not he would have an easy time capturing Copernicus. He decided that Sirius was the easier target, seeing as to how he's a fresh drop. But I told him he wouldn't be able to kill him. You see, the only way to harness a spark is with a weapon forged by another one of those starborn folk over there. So he didn't ask me, however, what happened once he harvested the spark, and now he's dead.
Um, before of course, my friends have questions for you, and if you don't mind sparing some more time with them, it'd be greatly appreciated.
Of course, but don't take the easy way out. Remember, figuring things out for yourself is the best way of learning.
Oh, Master, of course, I had no intentions of asking you any questions other than where you plan on going next. I trust you'll be okay. I just want to be able to contact you or see you again down the road. I want you to I want to introduce you to my blue mages.
Oh, well, feel free to. I am currently in between things, I suppose, waiting for Titus to send me another recruit at some point in time. When that is, I do not know.
Uh, Titus? Like, well,
And he
what is
says
that?
that name, and it's almost as if it's rediscovered there.
Wait, he gave it back?
Didn't give it back, but he said the name, and you all. This was Titus's name, or this was the wizard's name.
Okay, so so he just reintroduced the concept that had been taken away.
Yes.
Right. So you were definitely talking about me, this Titus, bringing, you know, students to you, or were you talking about a different one?
Uh, Titus, Vecna, you, but later on.
Also, uh, I guess I'll do some contemplating myself. I guess it would be too easy just to ask you. I don't want to waste too much time of yours. I'm sure you're ready to go. You guys, by all means, he's willing to answer any of your questions. And he's just gonna walk away, kind of shouldering Emmerich and like whispering between each other.
Hey, Egghead! Why don't you help free these fucking prisoners?
Ignored.
And Ummi and fucking and a
Nameless.
few more of the road now are freeing people.
Actually, now that Copernicus has realized that Titus's name has been given back, he'll immediately look at Devmicro and go, "You probably know what I'm about to ask, but you were just able to reinstate the concept of Titus's name to him.
Yes.
We have another friend who has also had their name taken away.
Oh, yes, your little
One that I
rogue
never
friend.
knew.
Well, does she want it back?
That's it.
Uh,
Good. Like, is she out here?
Yeah. What would Nameless and her rogues be doing after Strahd's death? We're,
They are
Well,
they
Nameless was
they
on
are
Team Hermicro.
yeah. Lane was on Team Deathly Crow, but
Oh.
she didn't really want to free people. She left a few dead executioners and is probably in the castle right now.
Okay.
I guess I'll leave it up to her. I was only curious. As for you, Devmicro, and I kind of look at Kai. You asked him about the cleric and everything already, right?
Yes.
Well, I guess I only got 2 questions for you then. First one is, are you alright?
I'm fine.
Cool. Second one is, what will you do now?
More travel. more light reading. Gonna see how things end up. You all plan on killing Vecna and then Osmodius. That should be interesting.
That
Maybe
is on the
reality unravels and I don't have much more to learn anymore in that case. Or maybe you guys find a way to make things happen, fix it all, and that would be interesting.
Well, it seems like some other people around here are trying to unravel reality themselves. We're just trying to keep reality the way it is so we can still exist.
You know, that is an interesting concept. I'll see how those things end up. Those are all your questions, nothing else?
Yeah, I'm good.
And any of your companions? This is my last time here.
Jim, you got any major questions that you needed to have an answer for?
Mm, I don't know if it would be applicable. You know what? Jem does have questions.
Jim doesn't
Uh,
have.
Jem does have questions. Jem has a question. He
Okay.
looks at him and says, "By chance, do you maybe know what my homeland looks like now?"
A desolate wasteland
We were so
with
close.
hope in the future, thankfully.
Hope? What does that mean?
What's that?
What is hope? Is that a word? What is this word you speak of?
Well,
Ari pipes up and says, "Don't worry, you'll find it."
those destroyed forests, hmm, won't be destroyed for much longer. The first of the druids have touched on the ground there, and with hope, all of that will be fixed.
And my people? Will they be fixed?
Well, there's no saving the souls that have already been lost. Gwendolyn works in interesting ways, but Tabaxi are by no means extinct.
Ah. And I only have one other question. Is there a way for me to read this book without going insane? And he kind of
Uh,
motions to the book that's strapped to his side.
Unfortunately, not quite. The path found there can only fully be understood by Mariama herself. But with efforts, with a willingness to go beyond what you thought was possible, you might be able to start constructing what she was aiming at. Those are plans for the future.
Jem kind of looks thoughtfully down at the book and then kind of just goes quiet. He has no further questions.
Well, it was quite interesting talking to you all. Uh, I'm going to head in that direction and keep walking until I find something interesting.
Are none of you morons going to help me with these people?
Yes, I am. We're just settling the score here with Demicro before he heads off, right?
Safe
I just
travels,
want you not
Master.
picturing
Asking
him.
Dev Micro as well.
He's just like walking over like I feel like rocks and benches and shit that are just in his way. He has to go around them, I feel like.
Copernicus is just gonna walk into the dungeon so that we can get started, like freeing all those blood bags, those meat bags.
Meat bags!
Blood
All
farm.
right. And you all spend. This is a big dungeon with several levels to it, really. So you spend the better part of the rest of the day, really, just unlocking and sort of carry. You mostly have to carry people out.
And also.
Can I be giving good berries to people that like seem
Yes.
like they really, really
Hey,
need it?
nice.
They
Great.
really need it. Yes.
Eat
I'm
it.
just fucking making good berries and chunking them at you guys to hand out like fucking candy.
Oh yeah. Also, one last final thing. As everyone's kind of heading into the dungeon, and Demicro has made quite a bit of ways off. Demicro will actually hear some footsteps running up behind him, catch up a little out of breath. Hey, sorry. Do you have a
Oh,
second?
Ari. It's nice to meet you. I have all the time in the world.
Thanks. I don't know how many of these are worth asking, so I'll just start with the only one that I think is. Can I save him?
Do you think he needs saving?
You don't
I'm-
want to be saved.
Afraid that one day he might, if he becomes too afraid himself. He may not
Well,
look scared now, but I know he is deep down.
he is. You can save him.
Thank you. I probably won't ever be able to go back to my original timeline, will I?
Unfortunately, it's shattered to a million pieces. But this one's not so bad, huh?
It's all right. I'm needed more than I thought I was. Um, I have so much crap I have to do before I can even worry about this, but I promise I'll stop bothering you after this one. Does this timeline have a Rolo Sinclair?
It has a Sinclair.
I see. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
No. Oh. Well, I was more so just being cheeky. If she wants her name, uh, hand her this, and he's going to hand you a blank sheet of paper.
Okay. I'll run back to the dungeon.
All right.
When we have a moment, I'm definitely going to pass on the information to Titus that we have until tomorrow morning to make it to Jala. If he is able to handle that for us.
All right.
With that kind of information, do I at least? You asked for a description of her, right? Or did you just ask where she will be and
I
who
asked
she is?
her name, and I asked about her, but I didn't specifically ask for a description, though. I don't know if Demi Crow would have described her, but...
Okay, well then, I'm gonna have to wipe my hands clean of helping you with these innocents, and I will be legend loring her for a moment and doing my best to find a proper scry on her, to really have a comfortable visual and familiarity with her, to teleport any of us to her. I can also even attempt sending with just with a small amount of information. So if you guys continue this work, I will spend my time learning about her.
Okay.
Okay. You sound like
And what was her
Joe.
name? City, I'm sorry.
Mythis.
Mythis?
Yes.
Mythos.
No. Alright. Well, yeah, I'll just continue helping people.
Also,
Yelling at the yellow masks.
in case any of these prisoners have been infected with vampirism as part of like them getting drained for their blood, I will warn them that the sun is out in case they just start immediately running for the surface. So that
None
they
of them have been infected. They've been drained, not
okay. Just had to
these
double check.
these were like cattle essentially.
Makes
Oh,
sense.
hell yeah.
Oh, also, City.
Mhm.
As they're going through all of that, and I had to walk through the dungeon to like talk to him. I can't imagine all of them survived, right?
No, not all of them. No.
All right. Well, if you wanna, at any point, you can just DM me these innocent
It-
souls.
They were almost like medically kept alive essentially. Like it was precise. So not many died. About 10 people.
But they're all innocent beings.
Yes.
Got 'em, boys.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got them. While we're like on the tail end of, actually, probably around the middle of when we're freeing the dungeoneers, the prisoners from here, Copernicus will kind of be like, I feel like there's an elephant in the room we should address. We just took out the ruler of this entire nation. Someone's got to fill the saddle,
Why?
and what?
Why?
So that we don't let anything like that ever happen again. Sana is the rightful ruler, is she not?
And you want her to stay here. She's also
Well,
the
I feel like
rightful
we need
ruler
to
of
talk about it.
Alubi, which I assume will fall into her hands, or Sintress will fall into her hands, as the new nation of Alubi once we take it.
Alabi is completely and utterly destroyed.
Indeed, but its people are not.
Its people are scattered.
Indeed.
This place, however, could become a bastion. A safe haven, even.
Well, what is your intention? Who do you have in mind? Sana?
Well, Sana has always wanted to rule. It's that thing that she talks about and the way that all kids talk about really wanting to do something, like going to space or fighting bad guys. Of course, it would entirely be her final say whether she sits on that throne or not, but I didn't want to extend beyond my reach in terms of influence, but I did have a bit of an idea of how we could keep her safe.
We could, or we could ask the leader of the Yellow Masks if she would wish to take over.
That's what I was saying. Well, I mean, as the inheritor of the throne, Sana would technically be the Queen of Barovia. But I was saying maybe perhaps Nameless and the Yellow Masks could be kind of like her, everything else. Her advisors, her tactical specialists, her informants, and keep the peace. And that would give them what they want, which is control and influence over Barovia. Well, one of the two things they want, other than reinstating the Raven Queen. Hey, wait.
Quite frankly, I don't know if anyone wants to stay here. I digress. I think that Sana is fit to inherit Sintress once we take it, but the decision is ultimately hers. If you ask me personally, I think these are trivial matters in the face of what we stand to face. Who knows how generations from now things shake out, if we make it that far.
our goals are higher indeed, but that doesn't change the fact that we need to make sure that wherever we leave behind, we aren't just leaving a barren, anarchic wasteland. This is our chance to build. I want Barovia to be a place where people can feel safe. That's what we're doing here, right? We're taking down tyranny and genociders in the form of Strut and the Soif Song. If we just cut off all of those heads and leave without saying a word, then we might as well have left them in shambles. We need to do something else for them. This could be it.
Sure, but whatever we do, we need to do it quick. I intend to find Mythos myself. I intend to find Mythos. I have somebody that I need to bring back to. So.
With the cleric?
Yes.
I understand. I'd also like to see her. I just, in good faith, cannot leave this nation until I am certain that it is no longer in peril.
Do you remember, earlier, when I was upset with you because you gave him the gun?
Yeah?
I chose not to say it, but I will remind you once more that kindness, blindly, is a good way to get yourself or others killed. I understand your caution. However, when I say now, I mean in earnest. Blind kindness is a good way to get people killed. And what I mean by that is, sure, we can find somebody to make the de facto ruler for the time being. Sure, we could let these people figure it out for themselves, but I think that if you coddle these people after we have essentially broken the status quo, then we're really no better than leaving them as livestock. I think the decision ultimately lies within the people of Barovia, who they choose to be their leader, not who we force upon them.
I understand the hard times make strong people. I know that, as well as anyone else here. I promise.
Not true. Not hard times. Strong people make strong people. Finding strength in yourself is what makes you strong. But I digress. Do what makes you happy. I'm merely an observer.
I'll be forthright. You know I'm partially doing this for myself. As much as I like
More
leaving
than
places
partially.
better than I found them, not even just out of good faith, but I utterly refuse to leave the Soif Song behind with only as much damage as they've done to them so far. I want them completely eradicated.
I imagine like the whole time I've been picking locks, but I'm going to turn around and you're going to see tears in Mordenkainen's eyes, and he is going to say, believe me when I say this, you cannot save everyone. Right now, we both have the option to save one person. Some things you just have to let work themselves out.
I understand. Trust me when I say that everything I've talked about and have planned, I am not trying to get in the way of you bringing back the person you're trying to bring back.
It's not about that, Copernicus. It's about preserving. I know that you're trying to do that, but I am also.
Sometimes building the future and keeping the past alive are one and the same thing. I will do whatever I can to help you preserve.
Whatever you choose. Time is of the essence unless you wish to take an excursion through hell to find this woman and hope that she doesn't get herself killed.
I'll make it quick. And I'm going to... Whew. How do we... I'm trying to figure out how we want to how to do this. I mean, I guess I'll take Sana out of the bag first since we're in the dungeon.
She stole the fucking bag?
Yeah, luckily she doesn't breathe, so.
I was gonna say, I'm glad she doesn't have to breathe, because she would definitely be dead.
And
Very
she's
good.
just still very raw. You can see the, like, just the redness of the flesh under her from the burns.
You alright? Did you get some rest?
Yeah, but I don't think I'm gonna get any better than this.
Scars make us strong, little one. I'm just gonna shoot her a glance and get back to my work.
I'll just kind of get on one knee in front of her and say, philosophy inside. Maybe there's something in Castle Ravenloft that can help you numb the pain a bit. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know how immersed they are in first aid here. I'm just being optimistic. But that's besides the point. I'll kind of scratch the back of his head. So, you are the rightful ruler of Barovia and Castle Ravenloft now. You know that, right?
I guess I'm the pharaoh here, but honestly, I wasn't really interested in Barovia. This place kind of fucking stinks. But I was doing some thinking, and I'm a vampire, and the king of the vampires is dead, aka my dad. So I'm just gonna be the queen of the vampires, the pharaoh of the vampire. I'm the
Okay.
vampire pharaoh.
There you go. How exactly did you want to approach doing that?
They agree or they die.
Oh, alright, so...
Immediately behind Sana, you're going to see a shadow appear. Kai just shadow steps and kneels down. It's looks up with the biggest. I guess you would get a familiar feeling in your being, Copernicus, with the gleam in his eyes, and he says, "My queen, might you open your trove to us, so that we may utilize these spoils for the coming conquests?"
I believe in first come, first serve.
And I immediately just take off sprinting. Umi, please take over for me.
Ah,
Oh no, that was a mistake.
I literally hate this guy.
was it a mistake?
Well, he's a bit of a greedy bastard.
Also, he
so-
called me queen. I'm not a queen, I'm a
You're
god.
there, right? Oh,
Ooh.
A pharaoh is a god.
well, I'm sorry, I'm not exactly in on the specifics. Either way, you made a really good point earlier, and I want to go back to that. I want to circle back a little bit. Right
I'm
now,
a genius.
until recently, until just now, Barovia, as you said, really stinks. I want to do whatever we can to make sure Barovia stops stinking. Whatever we can do to wash
Ooh,
that stench out of there.
Ooh.
What?
Okay. Okay. So I was reading books on like leadership and like politics my whole life because I'm the pharaoh. And
Uh-huh.
usually, you know, I'm a god and everything I say goes, right? But I don't want to rule this place. It stinks.
Okay.
And if you're not a literal god and the greatest ruler of all time, the next best ruler is the people.
Hey.
So, what? Oh, but also, isn't Barovia Kriv? So, do we give it back to Kriv? or geopolitics is very hard.
I think we should keep them separate. Liberating this nation only to say that we're immediately going to cede it back to another one won't sit right with the people.
Yeah, but Barovia's only been a nation for 8 years. The Kriv people have thousands of years of history.
They do, but the people in Barovia have been through a whole different ballgame in terms of what's been going on here. I would say Barovia should probably remain a secluded nation, not for the sake of isolation, but for the sake of safety. There's a lot
No,
of people here who
I'm-
need protection.
I'm saying the people of Kriv are probably gonna want their country back.
But why? The people in Kriv are so different from the people here.
They're from here. This 8 years ago, there are kids who were there are full-grown adults who were raised here, like
Okay,
on this land.
you said it best yourself. I think we should leave that up to the people. Maybe I'm not the best at this government stuff. I prefer
I'm a really
pirate
good
logic with
bureaucrat.
cruise and stuff. But either way, I think we should see if we can find a way. Is it like this afternoon? Is it the afternoon?
It is the morning.
Oh, we gotta go then.
Well, no, we have 24 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying it's the morning, but tomorrow is when.
Yes,
Message.
yeah, 24
Okay.
hours.
What's
I
the city?
think
Check your
AS
DMs.
I
Okay,
think
let me get back to my
ASAP
computer.
we should get a bunch of people in one place to listen to us so we can tell them all this stuff. Like how the country is theirs now and how they can rebuild it and that we'll leave some people behind to help them do so and offer protection. And
Also, I mean, I guess I don't know. This is a really complicated place. There are vampires and undead
there's
and
lycanthropes.
werewolves. So that's a
humans.
big power imbalance. So who's gonna be the
Well, ideally
don't
they would
know.
be able to live in harmony, would they not?
You know people. People don't live in harmony. If you were able to take a bullet and no one would be able to do anything about it, and you just survive, would you really follow the rules?
She does have a point there.
I'm a
Rules are
really good
arbitrary, Zana.
I'm a really good politician.
It's not about. Okay. I know we don't live in an ideal world, but the way I like to run things is that there aren't exactly rules, there are morals. Rather than having strict ideas of power and hierarchy, there's the wisdom of, well, being able to contribute to something bigger than just yourself.
I think. Yeah. We'll figure it out when we get there. It's gonna be a big conversation.
I think both of us should be there when that conversation happens. At least, if not everybody else. The only reason they wouldn't be is because they're currently freeing people and helping situate everything else that we got going on here.
Yeah.
All right, time for Copernicus Public Speech 2.0.
And
Actually,
Oh,
Kai,
Yeah.
heading to the castle, it is ransacked.
I knew it.
You see just door like I guess the dining hall, the ball hall where most of the vampires are, has
Valhalla.
been untouched. However, like most of the castle, you just see like anything that wasn't bolted down has been taken.
I can assume this leads all the way to Strahd's chambers.
Yes.
I will simply kick open the door to the bowl hole But as I do, I am shifting into Strahd. All right, peasants, open up your wallets, purses, coins, glitz, glamour. We will be divvying it up amongst the people. Thank you for your patronage.
Everybody
this
just sort
man.
of glares at you, like sort of waiting in the shadows, ignoring the light from the fucking door that you just opened.
Would you
like,
prefer I
sitting
opened a
out of the
window?
way.
It is a bit daft in here. We could definitely use a breeze. And I'm just grinning ear to ear.
We would prefer you didn't pretend to be our dead king.
I could care less. You give me items, I give you life. How about that?
Make me a wisdom save.
Jump this man mentally.
Crying. Let's get it. And wait, because as soon as I went inside, I would have wheeled myself.
No.
I
don't think you said
literally,
that.
nigga, look at what I said. I said I will wheel myself and use guidance on myself.
Why did you say that?
Bro, that's the
Hey,
first thing
drop
I
the
fucking
receipts, drop the
messaged you.
receipts.
That is
Drop
literally
the
the
receipts.
first thing I messaged you.
You messaged me?
Yes, nigga, that's why I said
He
check
did
your DMs.
DM like a minute ago.
Oh, okay.
Your DM. What?
Okay, you did. Seems you
What
did
is
say
those?
that. Okay.
Yes. Hang on.
I'm fucking
Let me
weak.
fucking wheel myself. 80, we're good. Okay, wisdom saving
Openly
throw.
ignoring him. That's great.
26.
You make me another wisdom saving throw.
That's 6 of them.
No, there are like 1,000 vampires here.
25.
I got all night. Now do 998 more.
Didn't you
Yeah,
actually
they are.
expect to
They
do
are
that?
not complying.
Are there windows in this room?
The ball hall. No, the walls are mirrors as well. This is the ballroom.
Valhalla.
The ball hala, yes.
So I'm not asking this to dunk on Forrest. I'm genuinely curious. If you disguise yourself as a vampire, do you have a reflection or no?
Yes.
You do.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
I'm going to pull out a silver dagger and say, I'm getting a little bit impatient.
Oh shit!
Come into the shadows and stab us.
How strong do these people look?
These are a bunch of vampire lords.
Can I take them?
These are 1,000 vampire lords. I don't know. You can
Hey.
try.
Forrest,
God.
really quick. If
What?
you know what the outside looks like, reasonably speaking, some of those mirrors
Oh,
probably
that's
are covering
true.
up windows. And if you open up some of those, it's gonna reflect off the mirrors and probably mark their asses.
No. You're right. You're absolutely right. I will say instead,
Whoa.
fair enough. And I'm going to
Without
take a step
him.
back and I'm going to turn the silver blade, the
I
silver
couldn't let him
dagger,
continue this pathway.
and let it just begin refracting around the room.
And it fucking shreds these people.
All of
Who-
them?
I mean, a bunch. There are 1,000 of them. So you're only really first layer of people.
If I can, I want to try and angle it up so that it hits the ceiling, because you said the ceilings are domed. So then it would just refract everywhere.
All right.
See, Forrest, I
I-
saved your character. Remember
actually-
that. I saved your character from an untimely death.
I'm
Now we have
not.
to wonder. was
I'm
it
not
worth
going
it?
to turn it all the way in, and I'm going to say, like, before I do, I'm going to say, last chance.
What do you want from us?
I told you, your riches. It's just that simple.
We are visiting diplomats. How
Oh,
much do you think we have?
your jewelry that's on you, some gold, just a couple trinkets.
They are going to begin throwing it, but right into like a dark portion of the room, just sort of clearing out a pile of golds and silvers.
So, who's going to be the lucky man to bring it to me? or woman. I don't discriminate. Come on. This is the kindness I show you by convincing my friends not to take up arms against you.
Could Titus walk in looking
are-
for Kai with the information he asked of him?
Yes, but they are going to begin heading into the private ballroom.
Kai, if you have a moment. What?
I'm making a
What's
lot of
going on?
Man, I'm making a lot of enemies. I'm going
On
to,
purpose? Did they attack you first?
I'm going to begin just scooping the shit into my shirt and just flip it around and carry it up. Like, you know when you like put a bunch of apples in your shirt? Ah, what was it? I'm sorry, Titus.
Make me a deck save.
Dex?
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
One of the rings had a glyph of warding on it.
30.
Nope.
No, someone is just casting fireball at him.
Oh,
Oh well, hold
and
on.
I have
hold
I
on.
have evasion.
Hold
There's
on,
no way.
no. 8th level counterspell. He just raises his hand and just whisks it away. Like, hold on. Stop the violence. Strahd is dead. You are free to stay here.
First.
This one?
You said
and
what?
He points to Kai.
And he's trying to rob us.
Trying to rob is an excessive overstatement. I am simply
Guy.
extorting you of some of your valuables.
Kai, that's enough. This is the least that will be happening to you, and I promise you so much more could for your allegiance with Strahd. So we're gonna leave this as a truce. We're done here.
That's what I
We
tried
may
to
be
tell them.
seeking certain secrets within the castle, and we need you all, while the sun is still up and fresh, to stay out of our way, and your undead lives will continue. Kai has what little reward from you, and we're done. Do we understand each other? As I just continuously 8th level cast Cause Fear, and just continue to
Jesus.
radiate it outwards to these
And
guys.
they are stepping back. They are annoyed. Vampires are immune to fear, but
Fair. We're going for just aesthetics and just like an overall presence at this point. That is just
Ooh.
fine.
they are more so
Conqueror's Haki.
annoyed at what's happening, and they're a little confused as to what's happening. But no one really addresses your question.
I'm going to lean over to Titus and whisper in her ear. I was trying to tell them that. Look, you might be my best friend now. Honestly, I'll tell Rivel to go fuck himself. Now, what did you have to tell me? And as we begin walking off, I'm going to shift back into that Moonlight Sun Kid. And I'm going to start singing, I've got friends in low places.
Titus is like scowling at you. Like, one minute you're trying to save lives, the next you're being greedy over petty gold that probably won't matter after a week from now.
Won't matter, but it'll help us get things and get to places. I'm doing it for all of us. But I digress. Listen, Titus, I'm saving people from monsters like them. It is the least I could do. We could, in fact, give, I don't know, 30% of this gold back to the people they had shackled. Come on.
This is beneath you, and
No, we're doing the right thing.
within a month, currency will mean nothing. Come on, I have the information you need, and I might as well share it with the rest of the group.
Fantastic.
And he kind of just turns and starts walking.
City, how much would you say?
About 30,000 gold worth of like jewelry and gems and etc. etc.
Cool. So there is 6 of us. Let me do some math real quick.
And Ummi is definitely gonna want to cut.
She can have Titus's cut, so it can stay as 6.
Swag.
Are you guys still arguing with like valuables? Sorry. The hotel called me.
Everybody just put 3,333 gold in your inventory, and I will give 10,000 to the... Well, we'll keep that in reserves for whoever is going to take over the wheel of Barovia.
You said how much gold?
3,333.
when he divvies that up, he'll just start to explain that we'll have to start making. He wasn't able to gain enough information to send or scry upon this mythos, but he did learn enough about Jala to where we can try to teleport to some of their jungles and find our way to their.
Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
Did I cut out, or did you guys cut out, or did Parker cut out?
you cut
Parker's? I've been able to hear Parker the whole time.
Yeah,
I have
you
not. I
definitely
did not
cut
hear
out.
Parker.
Essentially, all I've said so far is while he's divvying up the money, he is explaining that he cannot scry or send to Mythos, but he can, after legend loring, get them to Jala or whatever it's called. Yeah, Jala, and try to find the coast to where she will be sailing from or coming to. I can't remember where she was.
Arriving?
comes
Yeah,
in a Mind
arriving.
Flayer ship, and I definitely would have passed that information along. So we have to be
Oh,
on the
so
lookout for that.
we just need to get to Jala, and then we'll all just fly up and try to wave them down or get onto their ship. Which also, they're on a Mind Flayer ship. I don't know the
Yeah.
specific one, but I'm sure. Could I just start scrying on Mind Flayer ships that are like whole until I find one that's actually flying?
Well, I believe that would be the only one on the material plane, right?
Well, we'll wait for God to come back
well,
and
we
answer
just
that.
yeah, God just left us.
I mean, I can just dictate it, but he is much more powerful than I, so maybe I'll just save my energy. Oh, God, welcome back.
Oh God, we're glad to hear you.
That was weird.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how scrying works.
Oh, pish
Be like-
posh.
Pencil and try and just go through pencils or anything like that.
Yeah, but this pencils would be like thousands, if not millions.
Also, like we
Flying-
said,
Yeah,
you,
we
you have to
also-
scry. You have to scry on a
Scry on
creature.
person.
Yeah, but I was really banking on the inconsistency of
We
like,
could
today's
get there.
session.
Fuck.
Why
Well,
don't you just scry on Sophie? I'm confused.
Who's Sophie?
The cleric.
you mean Mythos?
No, that's
Mythos?
Minthus, and I can't.
What the
I don't
fuck?
know.
thought
I
the
don't
cleric's
know
name was
enough about her.
Sophie.
Look, I got Mythus.
Yeah, this.
Maybe she's got an alias. I really don't know.
CD, I pinky promise you said Sophie in terms of talking
He
about
he
the cleric.
did originally, but I think he retconned it. It's all good.
So it's Mythos.
Yes.
It
Okay.
could be anything. Yes, I explained that even through my legend lore, I am not familiar enough with her, and I don't know what she looks like, to where I cannot scry upon her. But easy enough to spot a flying ship. All we have to do is get to Jala and look up, and do our
Right.
best.
Okay.
But when you guys are ready, it looks like Kai already started to poke at the open wounds of the vampires inside the lords of Strahd's court. So we're not going to be the most welcome inside, but if anyone does have any necessary reasoning to be in there, I will escort you. I'd hate for them to get
Wait.
jumpy.
Did he upset them? Because I need to win their favor so that I can become the god of vampires.
I think we can still mend that down the road, since they still are kind of defensive towards their old leader, and you were the direct bloodline, the heir of his seat. I think you have a really good chance. Could he have damaged that effort? Maybe, but I don't think it was harmful enough. I think you'll be fine.
We should probably talk to them as soon as possible before they leave.
We got
I
all
can-
day.
We can accompany her. Do we want to get started?
I want to go over there.
Okay. In that case, Copernicus will put the hat of disguise back on so he doesn't burn away the vampires as he's trying to talk to them. So I guess, would we just... I mean, they're kind of gathered already, aren't they?
They scattered into some of the private rooms, but they are still in that general building.
I guess the
That
party
same
can kind of
spire.
spread the word that, like, hey, assembly meeting. Come to the school cafeteria. We kind of need to talk about what's going to happen now. that your entire country has been deconstructed.
Well, none of them are from Barovia.
Oh,
These
We're
were
all just diplomats.
visiting.
These are members of the Cabal, meaning these are vampires from around the world.
oh,
Basically, you say enemies of every vampire in the world. Just want you to know that, Kai.
Well,
Mhm.
it was worth it.
Literally,
Oh,
everywhere we
totally.
go,
Totally.
they're going to
My
hunt you
fault.
down, probably.
in that case, now that that knowledge is made to Copernicus, he's just gonna be like, well, it was nice meeting all of you, but we kind of have to, make sure this country isn't gonna go to shit.
And I imagine you put fucking Sohna in the bag of holding.
I mean, yeah, while the sun's out, of course.
Yeah,
She can't travel to and from, so she gets back in the bag of holding and would like to talk to these vampires at least.
I mean, if we're like inside and if we're in a place where they're not, burning away in the sunlight, then she should be fine. So I'll just kind of let her like sit on my shoulders.
Hi. My name is Sohna von Zarevich, and I'm also a vampire, and I'm the Pharaoh. I recognize some of you. So, I think I should be the god of vampires now. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Who?
Yeah, huh? We all just look at her. What? Fucking
Ari
kid.
gives a nod of recognition.
Oh, it's a thing we have in Alibi. Well, I guess had in Alibi now.
Oof.
And she gets a little sad. But you would get a bunch of professionals and they would talk. It's a TED Talk.
Interesting. Titus looks across the crowd. Any objections to your new goddess?
And you're going to see one of the older vampires, a Goliath man, speak up. Should Strahd die, I was supposed to be next in line. I object.
That's a shame. Sounds like you're actually only going to be able to be the advisor of this child, so that she can help rule all of you as she really should. What should be seen just right.
We should discuss this come moonlight.
Wait, what is this man's name?
You haven't asked.
No,
Yeah.
I'm literally in character asking right now.
Who's this man?
Oh.
Is this your man? Is this your man, sis?
My name is Ava Galefront.
Ava Gelfront, and I'm going to like shift into him. Well, know that if any harm at all befalls this child, you and your entire clan will be wiped from the face of this world. Just wanted to make that clear. Come moonlight.
And he tilts his head at you. How about you fight me come nightfall, little man?
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh God.
well, we can step into the ballroom and have an elegant, swarthy dance.
And he smiles. You see, his fangs have been silvered.
Oh.
Then
Oh.
What'd you say his name was, City?
Ava Galefront.
yeah, Ava Galefront.
Ava Gilfront. I need you to make sure that you come back in one piece so that we can have a true diplomatic conversation for your new leader. I'd hate for you to fall to such a slimy man.
Which one? I look back at Titus and give him a wink.
No clarification.
I come from the tundras of Igmitoro. I don't lose. And I'm an interesting vampire.
Well, we don't have that much time. Kai, I'm sorry, I don't mean to step on your pride. if anyone's going to fight anyone, I will be in her stead, and I will make that quick. We can do it on any time that you want, but we have a very limited time frame.
And Sohna is going to say, actually, I want to fight him myself.
I'm going to shift it to Sana.
God
Which
damn
one?
it. Okay. Moonlight, you will have someone to fight, whether it is me or the child. We will be back then. First, Moonlight, please be here and ready so we can get this over with. Sauna, Soliturnus, let us go, rest in the daylight, and talk.
Wait, Mr. Titus. Which one?
What is happening? Why are you a child? What?
I
Sauna.
forbid you from becoming me.
Oh no, I forbid you from becoming me.
Wait.
I forbid you from becoming me.
Well,
You can't
I'm
change your
a
height,
god.
can you?
I know if I
Oh,
can
so
turn
you're
into a
just-
goblin.
You're just a creepy fucking tall man.
How tall
Well,
is
let
Sana?
me- Changeling.
Pretty sure I can
5e.
change.
Can they become any medium? Because she's small currently because she's a child. But changing appearance, you have to be a creature, you haven't seen or die. You can change your height. Wait, yeah, I think you can change your.
Let's
I
go.
just needed to make sure my visual wasn't as fucked up as it sounded. Just this
I mean,
5'11".
I really.
Well, I
grown
turned
man
into a
turning
goblin
child.
yesterday.
Yeah, but I also just
but he
imagined
didn't
a
bring
tall
that to-
goblin.
Oh no, you can't become small. Actually, you have to stay medium sized.
Yep,
So
just
yeah,
as
your
weird as
proportions
I
would be
thought.
fucked up.
Just as weird as I thought.
God damn it.
So you actually cannot become goblins.
Lame.
You can just be a tall goblin. Tall goblins. Okay.
Yeah, you can be a,
All the
a
features.
hobgoblin. Yeah.
Yeah, hobgoblin.
As we leave the Ravenloft ballrooms or private privy areas, it's just gonna look down at Sauna. Are you sure you want to actually fight this man? We have trained you well. You have trained yourself well. You are quite powerful, and that blade of yours, I'm sure, would make them all flinch in fear of its touch. But he is a very old vampire, and I can tell, very skilled. I can't tell in what way. But are you sure you don't want to prove your mettle as your years come on later, and I just end this in a flash?
I want to fight my own battles.
Don't cuddle her.
Fine. Soliturnus, she's gonna fight her own battle. I think we all should get our 8 hours now, so that after that, we can at least do a short rest, and I can get us where we need to be
Fair
by
enough.
tomorrow morning.
I can agree to that. Worst
Everyone
case, I
else?
just slip in behind him and, you know, disconnect his head from his body. Nothing too crazy.
If we are really going to
No.
allow her to be the new leader, and
If
this is
I
going to be a
can't win
legit
this fight, I'm gonna win this fight, and if I don't, then those are results.
Sure. And I give Titus a wink.
he does not wink back. He just stares at you and then looks at her. Well then, we will respect your wishes. Copernicus, you are quite quiet this evening. You're okay with this? And he kind of smiles at the White Knight.
Are you referring to Copernicus as the White Knight?
Absolutely. The protector of these children, the one who has shown the most care next to Gil, for this girl to go fight for her life against a grown-ass, probably 1,000-year-old vampire. Vampire lord, I'm sorry.
I can't say I can't say I know shit about vampires, but we know a hell of a lot of people who think that the only way to prove your mettle and your worth and your ability to set a good example is by being a warrior or fighting in good, hard earned one-on-ones. Personally, I don't understand any of that, but if that's what it takes for them to understand who should lead, who can set a good example, then I can't really interfere.
And when he snatches her neck and her head falls loose, you will just stand there and be done with it and respect their ritual?
Oh, absolutely not.
Uh,
That's an entirely different ballgame. You're confusing the concept.
no. You're assuming this is not a fight to the death. It is a safe assumption that this is just a test of metal, and if she, and he air quotes, loses, she will still have life. But also, we are challenging his rightful seat at the throne to lead his people that he has been a part of. Something he's probably never even dreamed would be possible. Whoever would have thought Strahd would die? And now, for some little girl demanding to be their goddess, steps up to take the seat. He's just going to let it be? Maybe
The
she
moment
comes
this
back
event
20 years later, stronger, and re-challenges him. Why would he risk that?
the moment this vampire truly reveals that he is willing to kill a child for the sake of diplomatic power, I will kill him. No one like that should be walking these halls.
And Sona, how does that make you feel?
Uh, I mean, I'm not gonna lose,
Of course.
so
You don't like
I'm
to play
not even
with.
really gonna consider that.
Mm,
But if I were to theoretically lose in an alternate dimension,
there you go.
um, hmm, nah, I don't think you should kill him. You have to respect another culture's rituals. You
I can
know,
respect culture. I don't respect killing children.
Well,
uh,
That is beyond
I'm not
culture.
really a kid when you think about it. I'm wise for my years.
yep.
I'm
Hate
probably like a
that.
million years old if you were to like look at me really and were you to study my brain.
I'll be right back. I'm still listening, but I have to shit.
But I'm gonna kill him anyways. I'm gonna go. I need silver for my sword.
I'll simply slide her the silver dagger.
No, I'm using my sword. I just need to get it silvered.
Would you like
Fair
to go
enough.
through the inventory of the castle? I can lead you through and find what you need.
Hmm. Here, I'm take the sword. I'm gonna go take this dress off and put my armor on and get ready to fight.
I mean, we have plenty of hours. But yeah, go get ready. Do what you need to do.
Exactly.
Uh,
Plus, the sun is up high. It must be late.
It is. Are there still a bunch of people who work here?
So they are in the chambers with the other vampires for the most part.
Okay, I would like
Or
to
in the
find,
kitchen also.
because I am only one man and my feet can only move so fast. I would like to find any and all like delivery people, couriers, messengers, and other people who just have like traveling jobs. And I would like to say, I know this is asking a lot, but what happened here today? I want you to go out there and I want you to tell the people of Barovia that this nation is about to change. Ideally into one where everyone here can live in harmony and work together, not tear themselves apart.
And one
The
of
Soiftu
the
Song are sorry, the Soiftu Song are enough of a problem already.
one
Go
of
ahead.
the servants, one of the maids there, is going to look at you a little cautiously for a second, but then nod and give you a come nightfall, we will spread the word.
Thank you.
And Soif to Song is something that we were planning on dealing with promptly regardless.
Plenty of people here who want to do so as well.
Excellent.
Let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Hmm. Well, a lot of vampires have probably just burned to ash all around the country. We need to deal with that sun.
I look up at the sun in the sky. With the passage of time that's gone over the course of today, has the sun moved in a way that would insinuate that we exist under a day and night cycle?
You're on the normal day and night cycle now.
Okay. Okay.
Nigga, we
Well,
made it.
there ain't much you can do about the sun. But hopefully, the idea that day and night once again can coexist over this nation should signify that vampires and non-vampires can live here in peace.
How will we feed?
You need blood, right?
Yes.
Does it have to be the blood of humanoids, or can it be beasts? Perhaps you could have farms of cattle and chickens and whatnot, the same way that we have farms on Prolux for milk and eggs.
Would you
Pork,
ask
meat,
someone
bacon.
to eat nothing but slop for the rest of their lives?
Keeping sapient life in captivity for them to never see their friends or family again, to never fulfill their dreams, is a crueler fate, with all due respect.
Do humanoids everywhere not do the same with cows, chickens, pigs?
They do, but there are more humane ways to do it. Unfortunately, many people don't take the easy route, but nothing worth it is ever easy.
It's not my decision to make. And regardless, we have other urgent matters than feeding.
I know. I'm only saying this to reinforce the point that if vampires and non-vampires continue to have vitriol and hatred and war with each other and enslave each other and genocide each other, then that'll just pave the way for the Soif du Song to wipe them off the map and take over.
But we can feed on Swift to Song members.
Copernicus ponders this for a minute. I'm only saying this because I know vampires need blood to live. And I don't want to just let vampires fuck off and die, because no species is born inherently evil or undeserving of life.
Other than
Believing
devils.
so would make me a Soif du Song. Very well. Perhaps we can come to an arrangement that defeated and captured Soif du Song officials will be the ones that vampires feed upon. It makes me feel a bit cold to think about such a concept. But if anyone is going to have to lead such lives of captivity and pain, I would rather it be those filthy genociders than any civilian.
That will work for the time being. In the meantime, and until a problem presents itself, come nightfall, we spread the word.
I thank you for your help.
You're. And they're confused over the thank you. Welcome. It's like no one's ever said that to them before.
Copernicus will kind of just flick the underside of his hat and say, "Be careful who you say that to. I hear that some people around here need to be told that to be led into places." And he'll walk away.
All right. Anything else?
Teehee, funny joke.
You're so cute. Nah, we're just gonna rest up. If Sauna wants me to go inside and get her any silver for her blade, he'll do so.
Yes,
She
and you
just-
will find in the dungeons there is a silvering station.
Alright.
Let's see.
He will do what he needs to make sure she is fully equipped.
All right. What you guys doing for the
Also-
rest of the day? Mm-hmm.
2 questions. Everyone who was freed from the dungeon, did they kind of just like scatter or what?
They are gathered essentially outside of the I guess the castle itself. Most of them are kind of too weak to go anywhere, and a lot of these
With
guys
the
are also
Goodberries?
human, so they don't really have a place to go to be. These people, talking to them, most of these people are Kriv, like from Kriv, essentially, or essentially when Barovia like took over this land, they are a lot of the humans that were occupying this land.
Oh, jeez. That's like 8 years of straight up farm bag shit. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Kind of sad. Also, while I'm down there, are there like little pouches of silver dust they were using for spellcasting?
Of this, oh yes, yes, yes.
Okay, I make sure to take some of that. I may have some ridiculous powers, but I don't think I can pierce through anti-magic werewolves and the such.
Real. And Nameless is nowhere to be seen.
Did
I
Ari
assume
get
she's very
to give the
robes.
paper to him?
No, actually.
Ooh, they said no. That's
Well,
Corinne.
didn't really say no. She just
Oh, just was
isn't
gone.
there.
Disappeared.
She fucking looted Castle Ravenloft with her rogues and is not there currently.
So she's about to go be the actual rogue king and just go rule the world. Nice. Pop off, queen.
She is very rich now.
I assume Sirius is hanging out with us.
Yes.
Okay.
He is very curious as to who you are, what you've been doing, if there are other people like the two of you. You know? He is clearly a very young, he reminds you a lot of you when you first arrived.
Of course. When we're done with the conversation with the vampires, Copernicus is just gonna go outside and like check on and tend to the refugees, the prisoners, the ex-prisoners.
Mhm.
Kind of just make sure they're all right and good.
And they are not good. A lot of them aren't even really strong enough to stand. Those that are picking grapes from the vineyard and sort of
I was about to say,
feeding
is there
each other.
food around here for them?
In Castle Ravenloft, yes, there are kitchens stocked with food. But they can't even really find the strength to walk to the castle itself. They are picking the vineyard.
But also the good berries like feed you.
Yes,
you
and
don't
the
need to
good
eat.
berries. Yeah.
Each
Those of them,
good
there are
berry, you feed
2,000
them
of
for a
them, so
life.
there is not enough good berries for
Sure,
most of them.
Sure.
Those that ate the good berries, though, are the ones that are doing the picking.
Copernicus
And
will
a lot
kind
of
of just
them are sort of in shock at they were kind of from the vibe that you get, most people here didn't think they would ever be free again. After the first year or so, really, a lot of the hope kind of died down in that dungeon.
Copernicus will take a trip to the kitchens of Castle Ravenloft, where like a lot of that food has been left behind ever since the raid. And
Mhm.
now that we have all our stuff again, he's gonna take his pocket of holding the fucking particularly giant one and just funnel a whole fuck ton of food in there, just from like all the tables, everything. Anything that isn't like, completely picked to the bone or inedible.
But there's a lot of there are food reserves in Castle Ravenloft. There's a lot of food here.
Yeah, I'm just
They
not
were getting
letting
ready to
anything
feed
go
a
to
party
waste.
of people for a few days.
Yes, I'm just going to take a gaggle of that, just like just shoveling that shit into my shirt arm by arm,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to walk outside to the refugees, and I'm going to say, "All right, hey, this is gonna sound weird, but I want each and every one of you," and he pulls out, like, he opens his blazer and just holds it open from the inside, "to reach into this pocket with a hand and think of food."
And a mob of people are just going to sort of like begin just shoving their way into you. Really, those that are strong enough to just shoving their hands into their pockets, asking for food. You're a bit overwhelmed, really, sort of knocked to the ground as people are just fucking the first time they've.
I try to corral them and, like, calm them down a bit, be like, "It's okay. You don't have to fight anyone over it."
And after a while, they're going to begin to form a line, and it's gonna take a good bit of the day. 'Cause, like I said, there are a few thousand people here,
Yeah.
but they are filing in, eating food, and regaining some semblance of strength. A lot of this will take months, if not years, to heal. They are suffering from like signs of starvation, etc., etc.
We all gotta start somewhere. The occasional person, like, in line, I'll just ask them a quick question. Not like, wasting their time, but being like, just little things that'll get them thinking, like, do you have a family? Where are you gonna go after this? Just kind of like getting them to think about what their next step is and trying to spark a teensy bit of hope in them.
And
Go back to Kriv? Stuff like that.
they're confused. Those of you who say going back to Kriv, they are confused. This is Kriv.
I'll just kind of let it ride and let them keep getting a food item or two out of my pocket.
Okay. What's everybody else doing? Kai, Gem, Wizard.
Titus, once everything is set for sauna and once everyone goes to bed, he will use the evening to do his ritual. And I sent you look at your DMs. I need that updated for when the next day starts or after we wake up.
Hey, of course. What a handsome man.
Thanks.
All right.
Jem's actually kind of just been doing nothing, just observing.
Just
'Cause
observing.
He doesn't really quite, yeah, because he really doesn't know what to do at this point.
Okay. Okay.
But it's not like normal. It's like he looks kind of creepy doing it, honestly. Like he's that really intense stare, just watching things. So it's kind of
Like
creepy.
Batman on the top of a building.
Basically, yeah. Like you get kind of uncomfortable vibes out of it, maybe. Just to make it a little interesting, at least.
You may. Copernicus doesn't give a shit.
You know what he's staring at? Copernicus's big ass fucking forehead.
Oh, glad that's gone.
At some point, because I have to do this every session where a player is
Oh,
gone.
hello?
Hello, are you back?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do your thing, though.
Jim, you will just hear behind you. What are you thinking about?
So really quick, Copernicus, does he have his human skin on?
He's outside, so no, because he's not around vampires. He's back in star form.
Okay.
Yes, it is sunset.
He's still gonna be going. He's still gonna be going on. He just tells Edge, just describing how massive your human forehead is and how he can't figure out why it's so big. He wants to know how. How did it happen like this?
What are you
God.
thinking about? That big ass forehead, nigga.
Just straight up, like you see him zoning out. Like you think he's having deep ass thoughts. Nah, he's just thinking about how many miles could he trek across your forehead.
Edge kind of stands up, staring out at Copernicus and beyond the horizon. The cloth he wears around his neck kind of dramatically billowing in the morning breeze.
Yes.
Maybe, just maybe, he's got a lot on his mind.
Damn. Hey,
I'm fucking dead.
let's go.
Oh
That was perfect.
that was beautiful. Jem doesn't laugh though, he just kind of nods. I think you're right. Completely serious with him. He stands up next to him. The breeze kind of ruffles through his fur. They're both very dramatically just watching Copernicus off in the distance. Does Copernicus even notice this?
I mean, he's kind of being swarmed by starving people who are reaching into his pockets for food, so probably not. He's probably more focused on them at the moment.
Okay, great. They stare for a very long time.
This scene reminds me of like when Luffy and Usopp are being serious and they just like have their hands like when people are talking about some smart shit and they don't know what the fuck they're talking about but they're agreeing like they do. That's how I see them. Like
Yes.
Oh yeah.
yes.
Exactly.
Fucking dorks.
We
yeah.
look so fucking cool, but it's just empty thoughts constantly.
I was gonna say it gave me the energy of in Dragon Ball Super when Goku, Black, and Zamasu are delivering their monologue, and Goku and Vegeta are like, so which one do you want to fight first? Well, clearly the one that looks like you, stupid.
Oh god. Yeah, that's what Jem's doing though.
Real.
Nice. And
Sure has a forehead on him.
come nightfall.
Forrest, what are you doing?
I am gonna ride my blade up to the top of Castle Ravenloft, and I'm going to look out over the land and draw a portrait.
Okay. And as the sun goes down, come nightfall, towards the gates of Castle Ravenloft, you see, almost skipping, really, the visage of a woman just prancing back in.
Me?
Nameless?
Yeah, you from the top.
I will jump onto my blade and ride back down. Go see who it is.
And you see Nameless, who gives you a cheeky grin.
Hey,
Hello.
shithead.
And she is just completely decked out, like fucking gold watch, gold chain,
Rolly!
like, fucking rolling.
I-
Just the biggest fucking smile on her face.
I would be upset. I should be, and ask you what you did with the strong artifacts that I know that Strahd had to use in our fights against Vecna and Asmodeus. However, I respect your gumption
so
as a
many
rogue.
strong
So,
artifacts.
quiet for a moment, please. I beg you. I know that there were. Don't rub salt in the wound. Just take pride in your glories, okay? Look, I still wish for us to build the rogues together. However, you're free to do as you wish. But I should inform you that fucking whatever you would call him, Demi-Crow. Wait, actually, do I know that Demi-Crow gave Ari Nameless's name?
No, you do not.
No? Okay. Demi-Crow's already left, but I will tell you that he did tell Titus his name. So, if you wish to get yours back, you could try to hunt him down.
Ooh, I can get my name back, and she is going to. So many interesting things have happened. He did have so many things in that vault.
Are you going to gloat about it, or
I'm going to gloat about it just a little more,
Why are you-
because I was wondering what my dear friends were doing, and now that my loot is safe, I might as well come back.
Yes, asshole. Thank you for your help. By the way.
Oh, I couldn't have done it without you,
Yeah, no shit.
and you couldn't have done it without me. Don't forget that.
Yes, now fuck off.
I love you too. And she is going to skip in. You said, who's Titus?
The white-haired wizard.
Ah. Off I go. And she is going to skip over and be looking for the wizard. What are you doing?
Uh, actually, just now coming out of my tent from air quote nap, and anyone that will finally see Titus will notice that his hair is slick and long, and it kind of comes down to his hips. He no longer wears kind of the tight suit with the feathers around the collar, but it seems to kind of open up to show like a chiseled chest. Um, it's kind of like a Dom Flamingo vibe, but like less flare and all black with crow feathers. And he's wearing similar black jeans where he kind of goes back to the original Titus
This nigga's
mini
just
belt
Sephiroth.
buckles.
I was about to say this is Sephiroth.
It's
Sorry,
like
continue.
modern day Sephiroth with a little bit of Dom Flamingo flair. And he's wearing a eye patch on his left eye, and wearing kind of like half gloves, like Riku or whatever fuck his name is from
Kingdom Hearts?
from
Yeah,
Kingdom
this
Hearts.
is
Yeah,
my
yeah. Sure,
childhood
sure,
crush.
sure. Yeah, I just man forgot it. And he's just got his hands in his pockets, with Emmerich walking at his side, and he's just looking. All right then. Seems that battle is at hand. He looks another 10 years older.
That
Like,
is
And-
crazy.
like he's like in his 40s now. I think it's the third time. Yeah, he's in his 40s now.
Okay. And skipping by, you see Nameless, who is just smiling, decked out, sees you, doesn't even really recognize you, and is just, has anyone seen the wizard? Titus is his name now?
He just walks up to her and just gives her a bow, and he kind of just folds his hair back a little bit. I apologize for the appearance change.
What
My
the
nightly
fuck happened to
rituals are
you? I like peer over her shoulder.
of no concern. Just getting closer to the final product is all. And he reaches his hand out to still like kind of hold and guide her forward.
Oh, and she is going to say, hello. A lot of amazing things have happened. I found so many riches, so many valuables. Ah, even a copycat of some of the things that you all already have.
Really?
Of course, I'm terrified to try them myself.
Don't be afraid of power. It's fine. I'm sure it will be.
Yes, but I heard that you might have my name.
Ah, no. Who would have told you that?
She doesn't know how to listen, but a little cause for concern. You said the final product. You know, this isn't exactly the best look.
Oh, could you identify something for me?
Absolutely.
I'm
Kai,
just
to
standing
ease
behind
your
her,
mind-
shaking my head like, please do not do this.
Kai, it's just a 9th level spell that manipulates time. There's consequences to me using it. That is all. I don't know what you're implying, but it's just trial by fire. And
Let's-
as he kind of waves
I'm
Kai,
here to
he
observe
just
you.
he just snaps his finger, and what am I identifying for them?
She's going to pull out a deck of cards.
God damn it.
Yeah. And when I identify them, are they?
The deck of many things.
He says out loud a mundane deck of cards and mentally says to her, "This is the deck of many things. A very powerful artifact. I think you should keep quiet. Use as you want. Very dangerous and chaotic, but I have many people around me that would want to make deals with you. Do with that power as you will. As of now, it is a mundane deck of cards." And pretty much say just that to everyone else.
Ooh, a shitty little deck of cards. Well, I do like a good poker game. I'll play it a little bit later. And he's going to put it back. I have a lot of things. Not all of them I need identified. Some of them are, and a lot of which I'm going to sell. But that was the only one that I was really considering right now.
Will you be uh joining us in Sauna's battle and right for the seat?
Battle?
Yeah, she will be fighting for the head of the Cabal and hopefully the goddess of vampires.
Ooh.
If
Okay.
you're squeamish to child death or children murdering thousand-year-old men, I'd suggest finding another hobby for the evening.
No, I'm down with that.
City, while I'm standing behind Nameless, I am trying to lift anything that I can off of her.
Off of another rogue.
Yes.
A level 20 rogue?
Fucking idiot. I cannot fucking stand you.
Damn. The last two titles to our session should just be fucking idiot
27.
1 and fucking idiot 2.
Also, check your DMs, but yeah, 27.
I'm trying to think.
Also, new Titus token dropped for anyone who wants to see.
Oh, Jesus.
Bro, what the fuck?
What the fuck? That's horrifying.
I'm
You-
going to
Yeah,
whisper
bro.
in Nameless's ear. You should be
You-
incredibly careful with those cards, by the way. Just words to the wise.
You should be incredibly careful with your hand.
Oh, did you feel that? Wow. Finders keepers and all that. What did I grab?
Take me out to dinner first.
I'm married, sorry.
Grab. What me?
That is a husk. I fucking hate this
That's a fucking hot.
game.
Crying.
Oh my god. Does he have an eye patch?
He does have an eye patch.
Yes, it is covering my notorious left eye.
You grab a little potion.
Every time you evolve a little bit more, you're looking more and more like a villain, man. It's pretty sus.
I'm gonna look at it and swirl it around. Don't know what this does. You can keep it. I hand it back to her.
Okay.
Nikki, everyone's handed me the shoes of the villain. If they
Is she
fit,
trying to fucking pickpocket me?
I tie them.
I mean, you know what's handing you. You're fucking just taking it, man.
No.
presenting it
The
at me.
accusations alone have
You're not
morphed me.
accusations if they
No.
seem to be fucking accurate.
City, I will say I'm definitely looking at her. Like, directly at her, nigga.
Interesting. But she's going to say, "Well, where could I get my name?" She didn't tell you. She didn't tell him.
That was not a part of any of our conversations. Umi, Ari, did you ask Demi Crow anything personal?
Did you ask Ari this?
Oh yeah, he's
I
asking
didn't
those
ask
two.
him
The only two people that were still with us, but like he left. We all watched him leave. So like the question was never asked in front of the group. So he's
Oh,
just
okay,
asking
okay.
if anyone knew.
Yeah. If we found Umi and Ari again, then Ari is Nameless there.
I hope
yes.
so.
Okay, in that case, Ari will be like, "Oh, I have something for you, Nameless."
Ooh, what do you have for me?
I'm gonna pull out my cards and just start shuffling.
And she
What
And
the
she is going
fuck?
to take the piece of paper, open it. It seems my real name is him, but I already knew that.
Him?
Him.
Like the pronoun him?
Like HYM, him.
Oh. Anyone? That ring a bell for anyone?
was
You might know
thinking-
this person.
No.
Fitting.
Very fitting. Well, I have a name. I'm going to hang out in the shadows and watch a child fight a 1,000-year-old man.
Yes.
Before you do that, give me back my shit.
Money.
Oh, you're so boring.
I
And she's
gave
going
you
to
back
hand you
yours. First of all, you stole from me first. Let's not forget.
No, you stole from me first.
No, you definitely stole my blade when I first met you.
And I was just being friendly. You're no fun.
So was I.
Why are rogues like this?
Anyways,
I see it every time.
Here. And she is just going to hand you back your bag.
Thank you. You know what? There's nothing really important in my bag of holding. You can keep it.
Amazing. Thank you. I will not be returning the favor.
Fair enough.
Jesus.
Don't care.
What a rogue.
And I will
Love it.
remove my bag of holding from my inventory. And I will remove my gold, because that is the only thing that would have been in there.
You stole from the dignitaries and then gave it away. Kind
Yeah.
of based, actually.
She needs it more than me.
Of course. Helping the poor. But come night, Sohna is going to emerge from her tower, from her chambers, which are that same room she was in on the tippy top. In her, she has very nice drow armor that resembles webbing. It is mostly silver and black, and it also has that large raven emblem. Actually, the flag of fucking Allavi, along with her now silvered Holy Avenger.
Holy Avenger.
Let's go.
Ah, that was a good night's sleep.
Indeed.
All right, I'm gonna go kill a vampire now. And then, Oh, we need to find Liam.
We have to deal
And-
with Barovia first before we can head back. Also, wait.
But
Are
I'm
we?
Was
Is this still a
Liam-
demi-plane?
no. This is just
Oh.
on
Back
the
on
material
60.
plane now.
Do you want him here now?
I mean, I would like him here now.
All you have to do is ask. I won't do it if you don't want. Maybe we should
Oh.
wait till after the fight. Just
Okay,
in
after the fight.
case?
That way I can tell him while he was off being a nerd or whatever, I was fighting vampires.
Perfect. Go kick ass.
And she is going to head off to the ballroom where you see the sort of restless mass of vampires. And similarly, this older, large fucking vampire, Count Galefront, is there and ready. And as night falls and that full moon hits, he is going to shift into a werewolf.
Wait a second.
A vampire werewolf. Actually, sorry, two things. I don't want to backtrack,
Mhm.
but kind of like right before the fight, Copernicus will talk to Gilfront, Mr. Ava Gilfront,
Ava.
Ava Gilfront, and he will say, "I understand that you're probably doing a warrior's deed here, proving your dominance over this child or whatnot. Do you plan to kill her in combat?"
It would be the greatest disrespect to hold back against an opponent.
I'll keep that in mind. And he walks away. Also, second thing, check DMs.
Real.
I'm I'm gonna walk up to the edge of the ring or whatever.
Question. Well, that's being figured out. Is Edge just shirtless, wearing pants?
My
I mean,
boy.
yes.
Edge's token kind of just has his titties out, so I imagine, right?
He's a weird barbarian, so fucking unarmored defense, baby.
Yeah.
Hmm?
From what I
But-
like, yeah.
Like I said, he's going to shift. You watch his skin sort of break. Copernicus, this actually does remind you a little bit of the transformation fucking Thatch would take. The way he just sort of burst from his skin.
Based.
Ugh.
The
And you
original.
watch as
Everywhere I
he
go, I feel
snarls and snaps. And you watch Sona is very, very calm. She takes the sword from her back. They both stance. And I'm gonna do a bunch of fucking rolls here.
Yeah, fight yourself.
The smite bite.
You just better do that thing where you just take 2 action figures and smash them
City.
against each
Yes.
other a bunch of
City.
times.
Uh-huh.
As Sana walks up, walks past, I'm going to pat her on her back and say, "Go kick ass." And if you notice, let's see. I'm gonna wheel her.
Okay.
Wheel.
She is going to say, I don't need your help. Trust me. I got this.
Indeed.
And she is going to cast Armor of Agatha's on herself.
Let's go.
Well, all of her shit is at advantage.
And Werewolf is still going to go first. He is going to lunge at her, really, and go in for a bite. She is going to give a swing, miss, give another swing, hit, and apply a smite to that. And you watch as she hits, and this radiant burst of energy just explodes in this werewolf's shoulder. He's 1, surprised that she even hit him, and 2, surprised that this bitch can do radiant damage. And smashing my action figures together.
He is literally smashing his action figures together.
Go, 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 go.
He is going to go in for a claw and a bite, and the bite's gonna hit him. He's gonna go in for the bite, and you see him drain her as this sort of you watch the from her burn side, the sort of veins pop out suddenly as if they're being sapped of life itself. And she is going to also go in for a bite,
Smite bite.
and she is going to smite that bite.
Let's go.
and you watch as this radiant energy just she's not just sucking in his life force, she is replacing it with holy fire
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
as it sort of explodes into him, and he is going to 2 attacks and get a nasty claw just rending into her armor through it and just across her back. Not like that. Kneeling a lot. And then she's going to heal herself with holy hands,
Yes.
and
Holy,
he is going to miss 2 attacks. Oh, yeah, miss 2 attacks. And she is going to Oh, yeah, she's gonna double smite. Do 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 do. And this is a quick fight because he goes fucking down with that fucking radiant damage.
Jesus.
But she isn't going to kill him. She is going to go in for that final swing and stop short. You would make a really good advisor. So, you just got kicked your ass kicked by a 12-year-old girl. You should do everything I say now. Truth.
You should kill yourself. I'm kidding.
And
Got him.
the werewolf is just going to snarl and yield.
And yield.
Golf clap from the wizard, just smiling. Encore, encore.
Jen is
Copernicus
very
is-
excited.
But
Shoulders
just so
that-
you know, I definitely would have beat you without it, but my friend did something to me, and I was like on fucking point. So
you
if
see
you can,
Kai just in the back, like doing the arc with the cards, like flipping them over his head, just grinning.
and he is going to shift back. These vampires have control over their shift than most would, and he is going to simply give a then you cheated. Yeah,
I would say she won.
but I definitely would have won even if I didn't. And you were a really fun fight. You broke my armor. This is drow armor, you know? It's really, really strong. So you're pretty strong. So follow me as my loyal subject, and eventually, maybe you can challenge me again and you'll win, okay? And he is just going to grunt, get up, dust himself off, and say, I agree. And a few of the other vampires are going to sort of muffle, talk amongst themselves, and some of them kneel. Most of them kneel, but a few of them begin to walk towards the door. I didn't want you anyways. Those of you that are still here, welcome to the new cabal. Oh, and I'm the leader of this guild called Soif de Song, or not Soif de Song.
Whoa!
Man, I
fucking
hate to interrupt.
Hold up, hold
Yeah,
up.
Copernicus immediately steps forward. And
So
kinda puts a
I'm
hand
the
on his
leader
shoulder.
of this guild called Solar
Yeah, you're
Turnus.
not. Yeah, you're
So
not. Yeah,
no,
you're
it's
not.
me.
You're
It's
not the
me.
leader.
I do
I
think
am.
it is her.
I am
You
the
are.
leader. See, he agrees. I'm the leader.
You're not
I'm
even a
a part of
member
the
of
group.
Solar Turnus.
Yeah.
I am. I'm a founding
No,
member
I
of Solar
point
Turnus.
at Mordenkainen when I say.
I just seem to
I kinda-
mingle into the crowd and blend in, and I'm going to
Either-
shift into one of the crowd's folk.
So
Is that-
we are going to go kill Vecna because he fucked with Alibi, and since you all follow me, you're joining the army. Capiche? Yeah, I knew you'd like it. Welcome to Solar Turnus, vampires. I am your leader.
I'm gonna kind of kneel down next to Sana and say, "Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Don't ever say you're the leader of Solar Turnus again."
But
You
I
see a
am.
vampire step out and kneel down and say, "Noble leader, I would be honored to follow your lead."
This dude's a rat.
And I'm gonna
Hate him.
look around, and if nobody else follows my lead, I'm gonna tug the person nearest me, tug their fucking hand, the fuck down here.
And with your lead, actually, a few more of them are going to kneel, and then more until everyone that stayed is kneeling. See, I have the biggest group in Solid. I think I should be the leader. Plus,
You're
I'm the
not
strongest
leader of
fighter.
Solar Turnus.
I think that it's up for discussion.
The whole
No.
point of Solar Turnus is that it is built off
If
of
the queen
teamwork,
decrees it,
camaraderie, and not a hierarchy. It's a
Hmm.
whole bunch
Quiet.
of people working together to make it happen. That is the
Hmm.
whole
If the
point
queen
of Soul
decrees
Eternity.
it, if the queen decrees it. if the
Okay,
queen
how about this? I'm not the leader of Sol Eternus, but I am the pharaoh of Sol Eternus.
Well, you're the
You're-
only pharaoh that we've ever met, so sure.
Then we agree.
No. Cap. This is a child's whim. This is a child's play. Like at the end of the day, it does not matter. I don't know why you're letting this get to you.
I kind of turn back to her and I say, because when you were in charge of a lot of people, and I gesture towards the Cabal, you gotta take some things seriously, ma'am.
The vampire is going to get up and walk up to you, Copernicus, and place a hand on your shoulder and say,
Oh,
"Friend."
and also I lay claim over Castle Raven.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Who's touching Cap?
Me, it's
Who's
Kai,
what-
nigga.
Grindin in
Oh,
disguise.
okay. I was about to say someone just died. Okay, if it's just,
Power
oh,
word.
I mean, it should be Kai,
It's
but
immediately
no,
death.
I'll hold off. Yeah.
Friend.
Whatever.
What do you want, Mord?
She's not but a child with a whim. She leads these people into battle. Recognize her as the leader that she is.
I kind of glance down at her. I'm sorry.
She just got a big old smile on her face. She's bleeding from her several bite and claw marks, but it's just she doesn't even care.
I guess I shouldn't be such a tight ass. I'm the occasional type to have some fun and some snarky conversation myself. I guess I just don't want you to drop your guard and lose sight of what all of this means.
What does all of this mean?
Well, you're the leader of a bunch of people, and it's clearly important. They're not just around here doing nothing. They have a cause just like you. We all do. Just don't lose your way.
And the count is going to speak up. The cause of the Cabal is simple. The continued existence of vampires as a race.
Well, you are going to love the proposition I made earlier to some people. We should talk about what's going to happen in Barovia with the Swift Song and with how you're going to, well, survive and feed yourselves.
Oh, well, we're just gonna go kill all the Swift Song, and then the people of Barovia are going to rule here as a democracy, but it doesn't really matter because none of you are from Barovia, right? Right. And if you are, oh, if you are, whenever we go back to the Underdark and I kill the Jabberwock because I gotta go do that, the sun never shines there, so you guys can stay in the Underdark.
That's
And-
actually not a bad idea.
I'm a genius, Copernicus. When will you learn?
Great leadership.
Okay, fine. I relent. You are a better leader than I thought. I guess I get too distracted by some of your more brazen conversations.
It's okay, Copernicus. I'm gonna take you under my wing, and by the end of all of this, you'll be a great leader just like me.
I'm deceased.
This is like Mord trying to tell Nameless, I'm gonna put a seat at my table for you. Like motherfucker, it's the other way around. That's cute.
Good job winning your fight. I knew you had it in you.
I love you too. And she's going to go in for a fist bump.
He'll do it.
Hell yeah. All right. When are we gonna deal with this life? Well, do we want to kill Vecna first, or we need to go get Liam?
We'll just say after like kind of a few like, oh, okay, yeah, she's the leader, blah blah blah. During all of the shenanigans, he would have just teleported to where Liam is, assess the situation, make sure everything's good, and you can just let me know what that looks like.
Yeah, how's Kriv? How's the dojo?
Well, he is not on Kriv.
Oh, shit.
You teleport to Liam, and you find yourself on a strange organic contraption, very cramped, small, tiny. Like it's a place meant to occupy one person, but there are two, now three people here, and you sort of awkwardly teleport in, and you find Liam sitting there, sort of puppy dog eyes. Please, please, please. And a lady who, you see, a woman, long white hair, a sort of ill-fitting, like it's a little too big for her, green dress, who is gripping a like sort of has her hands in this double-fisted salic fluid, and you see this brainy crown on her face. No, shut up. No, not you. I'm driving.
Excuse me.
Oh fuck!
Pardon the intrusion.
She's with her.
And you're going to see the ship just lean over to one side.
God damn it! He's with
How did you get here?
Um.
I need you to bring my mom back.
Whoa. One thing at a time. Liam, it is I, Titus, the wizard.
Titus, can you force this lady? And the Dragonborn is cramped here, has clearly forced his way in, essentially, and is just. I found this lady because I heard you guys talking, and I want her to bring my mom back.
Heard us talking.
I presume.
How did you know that?
I know many things, my lady. I have a few individuals.
And she is going to look at you and then double take.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Who are you?
I am Titus Crow. But you can just call me the wizard if you must.
Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Is it magically based?
It is.
Alright,
Never mind. I just realized what's happening.
I get a...
She wants to kill
Her ass
Vecna.
thinks you're Vecna!
Yeah.
Oh wait, let me roll my new portents for the day and see if I can... Jesus Christ, that is bad with advantage. No, features, there we go. Portent. We'll just roll 3 20s, what am I fucking doing? 1, d20, 2, d20, 3, d20. So I have a 14, oh yeah, so a 16 plus 4, 20. Depending on how high level of a wizard she is, this might be bad.
You still fail. And you watch as you feel the life sucked from your body as this, well, actually that's not even quite the right word for it. You feel this sort of warmth explode from the inside of you as you take 50 points of radiant damage.
Okay, okay. What was cast, real quick, before I flavor what I do next?
What was cast was a version of Radiant Word.
Radiant Word? Okay, so, as, like, the spot in my chest that is like now just burning skin and like bone of my ribcage exposed. He just looks down and kind of just sighs. Now what was that for? And the skin muscle just starts to regrow. The radiant sizzles away from his skin.
Does not. You try
Even
and
you
heal, and it
Even whoa, whoa,
doesn't.
whoa, whoa! It's not healing. This is the reducing of damage. I'm just
Yes,
like,
yes, yes. It
I'm
does.
just
That fails.
what? Bitch!
She has been training to kill Vecna.
Ah, okay. Hold on. And I literally just start to glow, and dark, black and purple, in the combination of the blue and red, the dualities of who I have become, start to form. I do not want to hurt you. Please.
Then you
Cease
shouldn't
fire.
have come, father. And she is going to rip her arms from the fluid, and you're going to notice the whole ship start free falling.
Damn it. I'm gonna cast hold person on her.
She is going to try and counterspell that.
I'm
What level are
casting
you
it
casting
at
it at?
I'm casting it at 8th level, of course.
All right,
What
let's
a fucking
see.
what a fucking asshole!
The person she's been trying to kill just appeared.
Crying.
Or
Damn it.
counterspelled.
Ah, God damn it, she's good. Wait, okay, fine. God damn it, you're good. Who do you think I am?
Titus, Dad, Vecna, and she is going to make me another Constitution saving throw.
I'm crying.
Yeah, no, we're fuck. Yeah, we'll do it. We need to. Man, I don't know. I think I need to. Oh, okay, we're gonna risk it. We're gonna actually counterspell it. I don't think we want to keep taking that hit. I counterspell that at 8th level. I'm going to leave a mark, child.
Let me.
Liam, how do you keep getting into these fucking circumstances?
True, but I'm just crying, bro.
What level did they cast it at? Because if it wasn't 8th level, it just doesn't work.
I'm looking through their spell slots. Yeah, it just fails.
Okay.
And she
simply waves his hand and just like holding his chest. Listen, I think I understand why there's a confusion here. Your father, me, is from a different time. This is my timeline.
I'm not going to listen to your lies again.
Oh.
Make me another Constitution save.
No! I would have cast a spell.
Alright, cast
I won't.
Intervene.
I wouldn't use my entire turn for that, you bitch.
Two high-level casters are in a cramped space right now, just trying to.
Yeah, I was
One
about
trying
to say, it
to
just
talk.
feels like the type of fight where cinematically they aren't actually just in this cramped room. They're probably like flying around the whole airship, throwing like Dragon Ball Z blasts at each other.
The airship is not big enough for that.
No,
The airship-
genuinely, I see us just flicking our fingers and like throwing our wands and just little specks of magic, either canceling or just destroying one another.
Yes, and Liam is terrified right now.
But I
I'm
am not
confused.
I'm not trying to throw anything that'll hurt. I will throw another 8th level. Actually, with that at the end of their turn. God damn it! Stop doing this. Okay. To buy myself some time, I'm going to cast. Because nothing can get in, right? But nothing can get out either. God damn it! You're upsetting me. I will just cast Hold Person again at 8th level.
At 8th
Ah.
level, he is still gonna try and dispel that. She counterspells that.
Why are you so good? Look, listen, I am not trying to fool you. I am not Vecna. We are on the same page. What?
She is going to lunge at you with a small. It looks like a needle, actually.
Oh god, she's gonna fucking off me. All right, is it like an attack, 2 hit?
Yeah.
Okay,
What's your AC?
a 15.
She does hit you.
We are going to. Man, this is gonna blow. This is gonna blow.
You watch as you are stuck with this little needle, and you feel just holy magic radiating through your veins as you take 39 points of radiant
Ooh.
damage.
Ow.
Okay, and the patience has ended.
What is Liam doing?
Liam is he can't do anything about this.
Oh yeah,
really.
no. The patience has ended, and he's like, I don't have time for this. And he grabs Liam, and he's just gonna cast teleport. We're just leaving.
She is going to try and counterspell you.
I'm prepared.
Well, what level are you casting teleport at?
8th level.
Oh, sick.
I have
She
no
counterspells you.
No, I'm counterspelling her.
Then you don't. That does mean that you don't cast counterspell. or
Counterspell is a
teleport.
fucking reaction.
It's a reaction. What the hell?
You can't pass 2 spells in the same turn.
Wait. You can't like spell sling. Like here's my spell, and
You
that's my turn. But the reaction that I have to counter their counter, I can't do that.
It would happen on your turn.
Ay.
This is very confusing.
Okay, well
Wizard
then,
fights are confusing. Well, this isn't even a wizard, but
Uh,
magic fights are confusing.
well then, fuck me. I will use. Okay. I mean, my life is very unlucky. I use my future sight of a 14 for her roll. Is that still?
Yes, that makes it that. Well, wait.
Because she had to counter spell, right?
18.
And she had to roll.
No, you a 14. Yeah, she has more than the +4.
Oy. So I'm just standing there holding him. Is it not proof enough that I am not eliminating your soul from this realm?
I don't know
Proof
what kind of fucked up games you play, Dad.
This is no game. I don't even know you. I have only just heard of you from Demicrow hours ago. I have come for the boy. I had no idea you would even be here. Please, you have to understand. There are a lot of time paradoxes and confusion happening, and if you only give me the time to explain, you will understand. This is no game. And he takes the book out and just drops it on the floor. I am unarmed, and as you can see, I cannot. And he raises his hand to his stone. Unless my arm is removed, this is here. But like the magic in it dulls. Like it just looks like a regular stone. And he just puts his hands up.
She is going to slap a handcuff on you, and you watch the magic in your body shut.
He just kind of falls to his knees. God damn it. Well, let's not waste any time. Liam, please tell this woman that I have been traveling with you for some time now, and what I won't even put words into your mouth. Please, just listen to the boy.
He's telling the truth. I've been traveling with him for like a while now, and we hate Vecna. We're gonna like kill him. Also, please bring my mom back.
Liam, not the time.
And she is going to look at you, look at Liam. He's been a pain in my side. But, Titus, you're not leaving my sight.
That is fine. A little problematic. Allies of ours are waiting to be teleported to Jala. That is your destination.
Yes. I
Of
need
course.
to find a portal to hell, and the nearest one was in Jalla.
Oh, you can't just plane shift there? Or is this a direct portal to exactly what you're going for, which I understand to be the cage that holds the soul of your father?
Yes, this will take me directly to the fourth layer of hell, which is why I need to go through that portal.
Okay. And we talk about the ailments you've put upon me that uh, am, I haven't felt damage or a risk of death in quite a long time. You really are prepared to kill Vecna, aren't you?
Yes, I've been training my entire life to kill Luna.
Okay.
So, I've modified my spells. When I hit you, a lich can't heal.
Is that permanent? And he kind of just starts touching the hole in his chest. Ah,
I'd feel worse about it, but yes, it is permanent.
I'm sure I can figure out.
And she's going to put her hands into the fluid and restabilize the free falling, like, tight little ship. It's as like, this is more like a motorcycle, really, than an airship.
Okay, that's why it's so cramped. Okay.
Yes.
And then I guess he'll just try to start explaining his journeys and just kind of like recap everything that led up to this point, the discovery of his true identity, the path he has taken, uh, kind of the inevitabilities of kind of a very linear timeline for someone as powerful as Vecna, and sadly enough, kind of placed throughout the timelines to be a more powerful Vecna as he travels through the timelines, trying to explain that he is just another victim to Vecna's path to power.
Where are your friends?
Well, Trev, the city of Barovia, the so-called continent of Barovia has returned to the material plane, and they are waiting at Ravenloft for our return. I was only supposed to bring the boy as a surprise for Sauna's victory in battle. She is now the queen of vampires. Strahd is dead, and she now holds the ear of the court of the Cabal. Well, she leads it, not just the ear.
Sokna, the Pharaoh is with you.
Another ally to destroy Vecna.
Hmm. I never want to see you again. I'm going to remove those cuffs. You're going to teleport away with that pest. And I'm never going to see you again.
Well, that is fair. For my life to continue, I agree to these terms. But I have to at least challenge. We are all trying to fight Vecna, and we all need any edge we can get. And you seem to have the sharpest edge as of anyone we have come across. Our armies were destroyed. Alibi was destroyed. Everything that we had to fight Vecna, gone.
My-
I understand you don't want to see me, and I'm sure I discussed you, but my allies, they could use you. I mean, I can't stop on my path to stop Vecna either, but if you just have the requirement to never see me again, I will make it so. But I really still believe you need to help my allies, or they could help you, however you want to see it. This is important.
Roll persuasion.
Hey.
Haven't done one of these in a while.
Yeah, but I have like a 7 charisma. Oh yeah. Okay, we're gonna go a lucky. Lucky.
Lucky.
Ah!
She's going to look at you. She's going to squint. She's going to say, Vecna killed my party, everyone I knew, because he thought I might raise a hand against him. And I need help destroying the phylactery. How about this? Bring some friends. I planned on destroying the phylactery. My paladin friend planned on fighting Vecna. If you help either one of us, both of us, take him down, you can see me again. I will. I'll owe you one.
I will accept
No,
these.
no, I won't owe you anything, actually.
That's
I'm
fine.
not
I
killing you.
actually
That's
thought that
what
was quite. Yeah, no, I thought we were already at a pretty even keel. You'd be giving me a lot more of a bone to chew on. The only thing I truly will ask of you, and I would owe you, could you fix this? Is there any way you can reverse this or heal it? I mean, technically, I'm not technically a lich. I am just quite powerful and evil.
Well, if you weren't an evil lich or trying to be one, you wouldn't have had anything to worry about. But for now, say goodbye to your regeneration abilities, your healing abilities. Unfortunate, but a price you pay for teleporting in uninvited.
Fair enough. I can no longer regenerate, so I am just stuck at. Oh my god, I'm stuck at 15 HP.
For now, well,
Yeah,
you could probably,
motherfucker,
you might be
you like
able to,
two-shot me.
you might be able to heal under normal, but your your stone cannot help you regenerate.
Okay, so he can heal in the way mortals
Okay,
can.
okay, but okay. The real question is the ability has two different defensive options. One to negate damage and one to heal. Did you just remove both of those? Because I tried
Yeah.
to negate, and you're like, "Yeah, eat dick," and then I tried to heal, and you said, "No, eat two dicks."
Yeah, she ate both of your dicks. Yes.
Okay, yes, both
Wait,
dicks are
what?
gone. You wouldn't understand. It's magic.
No dick, no balls.
Oh, I
Just
got balls.
cock.
I got balls. Just dick gone. Fantastic. I will just. I will. Liam, you will follow
Yes.
my lead on this lie I will share with them. We will make sure. I have some allies that will absolutely want to use your resurrection abilities, true resurrection. And as of right now, what is more important is your alliance in this final battle. They will know nothing of this until it is time for them to know.
She
Is that
said
clear, Liam?
she said she can only revive like one more person, and I want it to be my mom.
So, even more reason not to tell the team that we have met her and this is where you've been. That is our secret now. And then maybe one day, Mythos, when all is done, you will help this boy.
His mom. I don't care about that. Sorry, kid. This is very important. I need to revive a dragon. So
Exciting news.
Huh.
But
I fucking
we
hate
won't
this
be
nigga, man.
we won't be wasting any time. Mythos Crow, I only hope to bear a daughter as powerful as you one day. And on that, he doesn't even wait for a response and just grabs his wrist and teleports back to the group.
And you guys, it takes
Let-
a little longer than you would have expected, but after a moment, you see Titus
My
reappear.
forehead is not that damn big when I. Oh, hey, you're back.
And just on his knees, blood is pouring from his chest, and he's just looking up. Sona, I present to you, Sir Liam.
Hi.
What the fuck happened to
And
you?
he and Liam are just going to fist bump. Give
The
their
homies.
own secret handshake.
Yeah, the homies.
What happened to you?
Copernicus will just kind of like pick Titus up by the arm. Son, I'm glad you're alive. Are you okay?
And he just wipes dripping blood from his mouth. Of course. What? No, of course. And he kind of tries to shake you off, trying to take his. And as he does, he just starts to stumble. And I imagine you and Emmerich kind of grab him from the different arms to keep him up. I only need to rest, that's all. Liam seemed to have been in a pickle. And, well, he picked one hell of a fight. Sona, I fear that what you might brag about to this day may not live up to Liam's conquered enemy.
Oh
And-
my god. We were fighting a whole band of goblins, and
Damn it.
they were so tough. Oh my god. And
Higher,
he's just-
higher CR, you little shit. Higher CR.
I mean, we were fighting a goblin god.
Yeah, okay,
The
that's
god of goblins.
All right.
You know, you
that's-
have a
that's
very
fine.
interesting tale when you lie, Liam. Care to tell us what really happened?
My crab mech blew up.
And you can't do your weird little Healy thing.
No, of course I can. Emmerich, and Emmerich will be reaching into his bag and pulling out a potion, and he'll just slosh it down, and you'll watch as most of it just kind of pours out of the wound as it goes to his throat. As like literally the organs inside are ripped apart and everything, but it does start to at least heal, just very slowly. Very slowly.
So, the truth would be fun, but. Eh?
I brought back who needed to be brought back. Are we ready?
For Jala.
Are you able to take us to Jala now?
Yes, of course I can. It's and within a moment, you know, he's chugging like the super omega supreme sensu bean potions, and he probably just used 2 of them. That'd probably get him at least close. And there will just still be a gaping wound. Like he's gonna need a few days of magical mending for that to go away, but he seems to, within a few minutes, already be back on his feet, wiping the sweat from his brow. Emmerich giving him his napkin to dab his face. Well, Sona, your friend is here. You have your cabal. I think did we decide if Sona will be joining us on this next part or just afterwards?
Of
Well,
course, we need a leader.
we need a leader, but I'll leave it up to you and the Cabal. Sana, do you want to stay here and keep an eye on Barovia as it rebuilds? Or do you want to go with us?
I'll lead the attack against the song.
I think that is a great idea.
Actually,
And kind of exactly what I was hoping you would say. Thank you.
That's good.
And Liam can help. I'm going to. You're the vice president of Sol Aeternus. And he's just going to puff up. All right. You guys go have fun. Inshallah.
You two stay safe here, all right?
Of course. We can't get kidnapped 3 times.
Oh.
Have you been paying attention to the plot? Yes, you can.
I know that you're under the protection of hundreds of powerful vampires,
Thousands of
wizards, and
vampires.
also rogues, expert assassins, and reconnaissance scouts. But nevertheless, stay vigilant. You're in a country that is being terrorized by genociders and scummy conquerors. People who take wherever they go.
Of course. And if the vampires don't watch over her, I will watch over her.
Is that Nameless saying that?
Yeah, that is him.
Oh, him. My fault. Oh, yeah, him. I appreciate the promise.
Of course, Barovia is like my home now. And Sana is like my daughter.
That is a
And-
far cry
But
from
I-
reality.
Sana is going to say, no, you're not.
I hope the two of you can find what you want here.
Of
Just,
course.
I have to say, before I leave, you two are about to be in charge of a lot of people. I can only ask that you do your best to garner respect, not
Did
fear.
Liam just join? I'm crying.
Liam did just join.
He just woke up.
Ah!
He has risen! He has risen!
Crying.
Leave me alone.
Hello?
Sorry.
Continue your speech, bitch.
Crying.
Well, now you have to, if there was one. Make one up.
Look, enough of the rambling. Can we please go bring back my wife?
Yes.
I second we should get a move on.
Of course, and during the battle, I had some time to reflect. I think I might be able to get a more accurate teleportation in Jala. That might be beneficial to finding this cleric. I'm sure that'll be very helpful.
Okay, well, whenever you are ready, you look like you may need a bit of recuperation. So it is on your call.
I am just looking daggers into this Nickotitis. Mm-hmm. Anyway.
I don't know what the fuck you're rolling.
Insight.
On what?
Bro
he
is
just...
tapping through his teeth, bro.
No,
You
no, he
can't-
just told the truth. He has insight on how to get closer to the place he wants to be.
It's not about that. It's about the
It's not
fact
about
that
the
you
money,
have a
Batman.
fucking
about the
gaping
meth.
wound in your chest from a goblin god, nigga. Fuck out
Oh,
of
you're
here.
still thinking about that?
Liam really said, oh my god, we were fighting goblins.
Yeah, he's kind of great. You little shithead. But no matter. Yeah, no. I'm ready. And everyone get close. And he will teleport them all to Jala.
Hang on. As I'm walking over, I'm going to look over at Sana. And I'm going to flick her the chariot, which will now stay out of my deck. I'm going to say, hey, a gift from your mom.
And she's going to take it, kiss the card. Thank you.
Don't lose it.
Wait, did you talk to my mom?
And that's when we teleport.
Yeah, Kai
Wait,
is
did you talk
kind
to my
of
mom? Zoom.
the worst.
This guy stinks!
Yeah, we just land in a random spot in the jungles of Jala.
Yes, and Jem, Jala reminds you of home. Like, environment-wise, before everything went to shit, it was a little more like lush than Jala, a little more maintained, I guess you could say. This is much more just sort of let the wilds grow rather than like the sort of food forest that you almost lived in.
Yeah.
But this place reminds you of home.
Okay.
And you arrive in a random spot in the jungles of Jalla.
Thought you said the coast.
We get into there.
Yeah, I gotta go to bed.
Real.
Oh no.
Yeah, I do
based,
too.
based.
Sorry, Liam, you came in right at the end, man.
Trying.
It do be like that.
Sleepy boy.
Okay, it was pretty much a lot of them handling things in via.
It was the aftermath episode.
Yeah.
Yes. Now we start the Jala arc.
But Titus does have a daughter who almost killed him, so there's that.
Crying.